Okay, update video for this month. First of all, the 1970 Custom 8E now has the mower deck on it. An engine is in it. This is actually the mower deck that came with the compact. Grinded it down to all bare metal, painted it white again. This is actually the grill that came with the compact. I painted that red. I switched grills because I'm going to be keeping the compact. I wanted my tractor to have the perfect grill. The Custom 8E I'm going to be selling as basically a lawnmower like you would use to just cut grass. I figured out that it's going to be a lot easier to sell something with a mower deck on it. I'll probably throw it on there for like 350 bucks. Sell it in a few days, somebody will just use it to mow their lawn. Before it would be just a collector thing without the mower deck, unless somebody just wanted a little tractor to use. I do still have to get a new belt for the mower deck because this one is too long. Turns out I had to drill 4 more holes to mount the engine because I had it mounted too far that way. And I'm also going to have to cut out the side of the grill right here to clearance out the air filter, just like I did on this one when I had a Predator engine with this grill. So you just have to cut it out like that. Not a big deal. Did that many other times. That's it on that. The compact is staying all original, except one thing I'm going to have to ask you guys. Did they make these in red? Because the reason I ask is if you see right here, there it looks like the original color is red. Except if you look under the frame, there is no color that it was ever red. So maybe it was red at one time, somebody repainted it red or something, and then they painted it back yellow. But they would have had to did a really good job taping around these stickers. And you can actually see more red here. I don't know what the deal is. So maybe they made red ones. I don't know. But we did get the hitch plate painted. The dash is painted now. The hood is painted. I would like to get a compact sticker for this side if you can just get one. The steering wheel has a small bend right here if you guys can see that. But it was bent up a lot worse before. This is the side shroud for this side. It goes right there. And here is the shroud for the other side. This one goes right here, like that. I made this. This is actually metal from an old freezer. I still have to paint the other side. Battery for the compact. Compact, I'm leaving this Briggs engine in it because it's a Briggs and it seems to have quite a bit of power. I am doing a pulley upgrade to make it faster. This is old pulley. It's like a 2.5, and we're going to put a 3-inch on it because this thing went a whole 3 miles an hour before. So we might get 5 or 6 now, but maybe I'll return this and get a 3.5 or 4-inch. The next thing, 1974 SS16, and you're already seeing where's the Onan. I had a little episode with that it blew up. So I looked up how much it would cost to rebuild it, and it cost about $1,000 to rebuild that engine. And well, you're better off buying a brand new V-twin for that price. So I ended up getting this Honda, 11-horse Honda. I put that in there. I'll be done with it now. It runs perfect. It has like a 5.5-inch engine pulley off of an MTD or something that I threw on there. It's got quite a bit of power. SD12 still has that Briggs engine in it that I need to figure something out for the air filter because I don't want to cut the grill, except I'm afraid I'm going to have to. I don't want to because the grill is nice. I'm definitely not cutting this bottom part. It's not going to happen because that is perfect condition. But the top is kind of messed up anyway, so I don't know. That's why I kind of left it. That needs a seat. This is done. 75, or I guess 74 ST16 has the plow on the front still because I just use this to push dirt around. That's really it on that. The other 74 ST16, both of these are one serial number apart on the serial numbers, so I thought that was pretty cool. This has the trailer pulling hitch on the back. It's got the ball hitch on it. It used to be on this one, except I had to take the engine out of this one to put it in that custom. This is going to be getting an 8-horse Briggs that I got with the compact. Old Reliable SS12, nothing. It just has the 3-point hitch on the back, or one of them. I have 3 of them. 72 Suburban 12, nothing has changed. 73 ST16, I filled the back tires half full of water because I had a problem with tipping the tractor over every time you make a sharp corner since the differential's locked. And it liked to just tip over all the time, and now it doesn't. Super 12 has a huge change. All the wheelie bars and tires are off of the SS16, and they are now on the Super 12. We're actually going to be using this someday as a pulling tractor. And yes, we are actually going to use a 212cc Predator engine for it. I know people are going to say it's a little small, but it'll be fine. Second gear, high range, full throttle, I'm sure it'll do just fine. Now for the Roper, I have a little question here for you guys. The air filter. It runs perfectly fine without the air filter on it. As soon as I put the air filter on it, the engine bogs way down. And it can't get air through this. I cleaned the air filter up because it was really oily. So do I need a new air filter? Is this not the right one? I don't know. If somebody would let me know, that'd be great. Because I don't want to run this thing without an air filter because there's a good chance of junk getting sucked into the carburetor and have a huge mess. This 1972 Suburban 12 that I actually built from scratch, I had a ST16 back half of the frame, an ST front half of frame, a bunch of fenders, a bunch of stuff laying around. So I decided I'm going to build another tractor. I built one from scratch, 100% spare parts. I have another parts, so many more parts. I could build about 2 more tractors. I just don't have the time right now. I have a different hood on it now, or actually the hood what that should be on it. There is no model number tag because this is really not a Suburban 12. It's got like, I don't even know what the dash is from. I actually got the steering wheel off on this. It came right off after some hammering, and I did actually break the steering wheel, and I had to glue it back together. Polish the shaft up real nice, so next time I can still get the steering wheel off if I have to take it off again. Probably not. This tractor's really nice. The other day I got this MTD kind of piece of junk for free. It's actually really nice after I pressure washed it. It has a perfectly running Tecumseh Enduro 15 horse. Tires right here. I put some slime in it because it doesn't have a tire on it. I got it for free, basically put some slime in the tire, and I'm going to resell it. So, free money basically. The GT18 has had some pretty good changes on it. This red stripe here, I put 6-speed because it's supposed to say that there, except that some of the lettering fell off. Painted the shifter knobs red because I realized those are supposed to be red. Painted some red on the dash, I just thought that would look cool. Some on the engine, and this, I mowed yesterday with this thing. It is a tank to mow with. You just set your throttle at idle. Second gear, high range, which is about 5 miles an hour because this thing has a different size pulley on the transmission. And it just cruises right along. I have the mower deck set to mow grass about 3 inches tall. And I had grass about this tall. And it took it down to about this tall at idle. And didn't even bog it down. I'm very impressed with this Predator 420cc engine very impressed with it. The Roper actually did the same thing. I had the mower deck on that, and you could just idle that thing and it just doesn't even bog down. The SS12 has a mower deck on it now because it's that time of year. This had the snowblower on it before. I switched out the engine. It had a non-Hemi Predator 212. I switched that out, put it in this ST16. But then I put this Hemi 212 in there because I figured the Hemi version of the 212 has a metal camshaft and it's just better quality than the other version of it. So I figured since I'm going to be beating the thing up mowing with it, I'd have the better engine in it. In the back garage. So here we've got the Custom 10XL. I used this to aerate the lawn twice this year because it rained and stuff the first time. Nothing has changed with that. This kind of a tractor I didn't really like at first, but I kind of built it anyway. This is the tractor I had a 67 Suburban 10. I painted it this spa blue color and put this Suburban 12 grill on it. I don't really like this tractor. It still has my homemade 3-point hitch with the back blade on it. Wonder what happened to the seat spring. Wonder where that is. I did put on these wood things on the floorboards so your feet don't fall off, but it still don't like it. The engine does run though, so I could just borrow that and put that in something else and just have this tractor just sit here. So in here, if I can ever get this thing unlocked, we have some more tractors. There we go. Some windows for the house we're building this summer. The red and black GT18. Nothing has changed. I want to switch out the front axle with a better one because it's just a cheap stamped steel one. Probably build a front axle, because the steering is just garbage on it. Both of the 67 Suburban 10s, I actually supposedly sold these to someone. Both for full price. I'd be getting $600 for both of them. Except, of course, he never showed up. This one does not have an engine in it, and this one has the Predator 212. So yeah, he didn't show up. I thought that, well, I was guessing that's too good to be true. $600 for 2 tractors, that'd be great. The Pushmore, I had to switch the air filter on it because that had to, actually I had to switch the engine and the air filter. It's kind of a pain because I actually let this thing sit all the winter. It had a 3.5 horse Briggs on it, and I went to start it up in the spring. It seized up somehow. I don't know what happened. I tried looking at it. So I had this other one laying around. I threw that on there. So that's going to be it for this update video. So let me know if anybody wants to buy either this Suburban 10, that Suburban 10, or that Custom 8E with the mower deck on it, with that engine in it running and driving. So thanks for watching.